Whenever you're building a water feature, it's always a custom water feature. There's no such thing as a packaged water feature. It's not going to happen, in my opinion. Every single rock is different.
Every landscape begins with a well-thought-out design. And as Anna says, lots of smarts.
Give it a go. This is the hard part.
On this property, the design was determined by the slope of the front yard and the large rocks Park Lane was able to find. The size and placement of the rocks then determined where the stepped tiers and the stream would go.
That's right. It's all about listening to nature. But to actually see the levels, to design it with the levels, it's the kind of stuff that I have to go to sleep at night and just like think through, okay, that row there, and try and get it all to make sense because it's a three-dimensional thing. Often in a situation like this, I'll pull out plasticine and make plasticine models that the whole staff laugh at, but they work for me. They work because then I can see what's happening with the grades.
The challenge here involved math and engineering, where to place the pump, and how to get enough volume of water from the bottom of the rock garden feature to flow to the top, and then run down over the tiers without pooling on the surface or flowing over into the street.
Well, there's a hose running from this pump all the way up to the very top rock, right? And as soon as you turn on the pump, it sucks water from this pool. It has to fill the hose, and then it has to fill to overflow that pool, so it runs down the stream, and then the next pool, then down that stream. So if I unplug it right now, all the water in the streams will run down here, and the water in the hose will run down here.
The problem of how to contain the water was solved with a series of cages buried under the rocks. These cages have to be strong enough to withstand tremendous amounts of weight and pressure.
Because when this thing's shut off, there's no water in the stream, but there's water in each of the pools, right? So when it's all shut down, you have to have that much water and all the water that was in the hose. This pool has to be able to hold it all, right? So there's a little math challenge. It's actually a big math challenge to make sure all of this gets built big enough when you're doing it.
There's an awful lot of clients that I see that would think that I can just walk into a backyard and give them a price on a patio. But everything is dependent on grades, on soil type, on, access, on the design that they're going to like. We're just going to get ourselves in trouble, and they're not going to be satisfied if we do anything without a design.